Doing?
I'm filming your mug.
Oh God. Do you want me to spin it around to show you the clean side and then do like a dramatic spinning?
Yeah, here we go.
That's gross.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
Good Tiger. Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that. Melissa.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Thank you. How disgusting was that mug? Today's show is what we're going to call good. Let me just talk about Ted for that cup is producer Ted's. And he stopped caring about the mug's cleanliness right around the time he gave his 2-week notice. So yeah, that was the mug's been dirty for about 2 months. Anyway, yeah, 4 months actually, about 4. Yeah. Today's show is we're going to title it "Good News, Bad News." Here's the bad news. The bad news. No. I'm going to start the. No, hold on a minute. The bad news is no, audience. Hold on a minute. The bad news is Hollywood is on strike. Okay? The good news is this is the only new show on television right now. That's right. That's it. Or is that bad news? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll judge at the end of the show how it goes. Let's get started. Leo, roll it. Let's do it, everybody. Woo! Audience, give it up for my sister from another mister. It's Kendall Mark, everybody. How you doing, lovely?
Great. Oh,
Straighten up the desk.
y'all.
How
Thank you.
They're great.
They're
already
great.
they're already fantastic.
Hello.
How you doing, lovely?
Good. Ted's mug. We're so sorry, everyone. Just to be clear, but he claims it's airborne that he puts in his mug, and it makes it like that. But it's no.
He claims it's airborne. You mean like the
fizzle thing.
cold prevention thing?
Yeah, that's what he says.
It can't be airborne because it's been that dirty since February. It's been
nasty.
No.
So sorry, everyone.
Yeah, but it's all right. We have 2 more weeks with Theodore, and then he's out. Yeah, I know.
Him and his mug.
Him and his mug. He's getting out of here. He's moving to Columbia. No joke, the country. People thought, oh, Columbia, Ohio? No, he's moving to Columbia, the country, with his lovely wife. And again, the funniest part about this is, and we're going to miss Theodore. There is no sweet in the bittersweet announcement. However, there is some funny, and I'm just going to say it again, the thing that the staff keeps laughing about, and this is not a joke, in the Ted family, the Mrs. Ted runs the roost. You know what I mean? Like most families, she runs the roost, and she's handling the budget in Columbia.
Yes.
And she has instructed Ted, this is not a joke, Ted will only be allowed to eat twice a day. Twice a day. And there's one more asterisk. I'm not kidding. There's one more asterisk. He's not allowed to eat meat. It's too expensive. No meat.
No beer. No meat.
It's nothing but corn shucks and beans for about 6 months. Anyway. Hey, before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you and put in one more request because our good friend Madeline Smithberg, I've been talking about her this week. Madeline is a dear friend, contributor of ours. If you don't know her, she has a place in entertainment history. First and foremost, she was the co-creator of a little bitty show on Comedy Central called The Daily Show. And then before that, Madeline was one of David Letterman's producers on NBC. And she was the best of the producers. She produced all the segments with the regular folks. And she's been on our show for years, and we love her. She tells us great stories. She has a special place in our heart. She's more than just someone that appears on our show. Jeff and I and Ted and Ken, we love her. And she's had a very rough battle with cancer. And if you've had it in your family, you know what this is like. There are peaks and valleys. And she doesn't mind me saying this. She just needs a little mood booster. So we thought, what could we do here? We wanted all of you to send us letters, cards, anything to cheer her up. Funny cards, cards with nudity. She would love that. Anything. And we started on Monday, and already, and this is just some of them, we've gotten, now we have more, just a little bit. So we want to ship them to her. I want to put them all in a big box because I just think if she gets a big box of cards, it's just going to give her a smile. So send it to us right now, a card, a letter. You don't have to go to a store, even if you just want to write a note of encouragement. The address is 11358 Viking Drive, Eden Prairie, Minnesota, 55344. Look, you're not going to remember that. Just Google Fox 9 Eden Prairie, get our address, put care of the Jason Show, send us, and we're going to ship them off to Madeline next Friday. So you have a week. Thank you. Anything you can do, right, Kendall?
Yes, it helps.
And it's a surprise. If you're friends with her on Facebook, don't tell her. Because I think that'll just make her happy, and she's made us happy. This is the damn least we could do for that woman. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Well, as I told you in the monologue, Hollywood is closed. Fran Drescher, though, may be Hollywood's, the bigwig studio boss's worst nightmare. The former nanny is an actress, and she just so happens to be the president of the Actors Union, if you did not know that. And when in front of cameras yesterday, I loved this. She took it right to the bosses. Look at this.
I cannot believe it, quite frankly. How far apart we are on so many things. How they plead poverty, that they're losing money left and right when giving hundreds of millions of dollars to their CEOs. It is disgusting. Shame on them. Because at some point, the jig is up. You cannot keep being dwindled and marginalized and disrespected and dishonored. The entire business model has been changed by streaming, digital, AI. This is a moment of history. That is a moment of truth. If we don't stand tall right now, we are all going to be in trouble. We are all going to be in jeopardy of being replaced by machines.
It's not hyperbole, y'all. Among the issues they're fighting over, artificial intelligence, pay. The studios want to pay background actors. No, because let me just tell you this. Executive producer Jeff put this out. This is just a good example of why. Because I know what you're thinking. Why should I care? This doesn't affect me. But let me just give you an example. This is one. They want to pay, for instance, a background actor, like an extra for one day, which is about $150. Then the studios, you don't know this, then the studios are allowed to scan, let's say it's Kendall. Let's use let's say it's Kendall. Kendall's an extra on a movie here in Minneapolis. She gets $150. Or an actress, she maybe has a couple speaking lines. She gets $150. Then the bigwigs, the studios, can scan Kendall's image and use her likeness for eternity. Without pay. They can recreate Kendall. They can recreate Kendall, and you can do that now forever and not pay Kendall, her kinfolk, her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren. Another sticking point is residuals, because Netflix and other streamers don't release viewership numbers, which I always thought was odd, and now I think it's pretty devious. Actors don't get paid per view like they used to on TV and film. And if you think this is rich people versus richer people, it's not. And I get where I thought that too, but let me just tell you, this is why this matters to all of us, not just because this could happen in other industries. I mean, seriously, I could be replaced. It's not even a joke. They could, Mem could get an AI Jason. You know what I mean? Well, that damn thing could make a little bit more, but anyway, yeah. I'm just saying. Hope he gets as much vacation as I do. Anyway. Anyway, this isn't about the Julia Robertses. The average actor, the average SAG member earns less than $26,000 a year. So when you see the headlines tonight on the news, I know it's tempted to go, no. 90%, 92% of actors make about $26,000. This isn't about the Denzels, right? It's not. Mm-hmm. That's why it matters.
Mm-hmm. It matters. I think the last time they had a strike to this magnitude too, when you think about it, Ronald Reagan was the president of the union, and Marilyn Monroe was still acting in movies. So this is a huge deal that they've come to. All these people are striking at the same time because it's really important.
The business, you heard Fran say it. The model is broken, and it's been broken since Reagan was president. Mm-hmm. It really has since cable. These people, I'll be quick about this, I swear. I've mentioned it before. Colin, my better half's uncle Saab, is a legendary Japanese actor. One of the first him and George Takei were one of the first. Saab has been in, you name a show, Cheers, Friends, Seinfeld, Knots Landing, Murder, She Wrote, Newhart. You name a show, Saab has been in it. You should see the residual checks that he gets sometimes. The postage is more than the residual checks in some cases. And I don't think he would mind me saying it. Mm-hmm. It needs to change, because if it doesn't, the next industry that could be replaced by machines could be yours. And that's why we should care about this. Lots more to come. But first, get your tickets to join us in studio this month. Other shows are, that's right. We're the only one live. We have shows throughout July and the first week of August. Head to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show. And as we go to break, audience selfies from the past week. We'll be right back after this. Here's what I learned in that commercial break. We have nothing to worry about with this studio audience today. Nothing. They're good. Yeah. Very sad. Photographer Eric, a different story. But with somebody's phone rang during the first segment. Welcome back. Garcelle from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was on with Andy Cohen last night. Okay, so maybe it's Our Show and Andy is the only new show out there. She briefly chatted about Kyle Richards and her alleged separation from her husband. That is our late night rewind.
Was Kyle, I guess I know the answer. Was Kyle's marriage a topic of conversation this season?
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
Sutton and I were suspicious.
So you and Sutton were suspicious. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And y'all can't even predict the future.
Okay.
Have you spoken to Kyle since all this broke?
I sent her a text asking her if she was okay, and she said, I'm hanging in there.
They have been, Garcelle and Kyle, I can't read Garcelle there. Mm-hmm. They've been up and down, and I don't know if the relationship is down. Okay. But I'll tell you what, the only person that I trust on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is that woman right there. Garcelle is a straight shooter, so if she says it, I believe it. I love Garcelle's so nice. I've complimented her before. I was on a show once that she hosted with other people. The other people, not so warm. Garcelle couldn't have been nicer. I will always be a fan of Garcelle. It's time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Audience, give it up for Jacob from TMZ. Hi, buddy. Good to see you, Jacob. First up, let's get the sad stuff out of the way. We're learning about the cause of death for Lisa Marie Presley. What do we know?
Well, as we know, Lisa Marie Presley passed away 6 months ago, and it was just yesterday that the Los Angeles County coroner released the autopsy report revealing that she passed away due to small bowel obstruction. They also found opioids in her blood as well. What's interesting is the autopsy report says that just a few months before she passed away, she got a cosmetic procedure where she was prescribed opioids. And what it also notes is that Lisa Marie had a history of taking medication and then forgetting that she took the medication and would take it again. They also note that she just had a history of drug abuse and alcoholism, just a very sad situation. But at least we have some clarity now as to what happened.
Absolutely. And this had been, Jacob, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys reported this just didn't start. This had been going on for months. She was sweaty. She had been dealing with these symptoms for a while. Isn't that true?
Yeah. This is what we were told just months ago from sources very close to Lisa Marie. They were telling us that she had problems that were persisting for a long time. So frankly, this doesn't seem like too much of a surprise.
No, sadly. Next up, Britney Spears has a book coming out, and she's on the fence about something. What?
She's on the fence about the audiobook. Needless to say, everyone is very excited about the memoir itself, The Woman in Me. It's already one of the best sellers on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and the book doesn't come out till late October, but people are just so excited to see what she has to say. I'm sure it's going to talk a lot about the conservatorship, her raising her boys, her ex-husband, Kevin Federline, so much more. But the only thing now that we have to see is whether or not she's going to do the audiobook. Keep in mind, the book is about 288 pages long, and that, from what we're being told, just might be a lot for Britney to go all the way through. So she's already coming up with ideas for people to fill in, who can maybe read it. But it seems like maybe she might do it herself. Right now, they're kind of deciding whether or not it's going to happen. I, for one, hope she reads it herself. I'm sure her fans do too.
Jacob, I have about 7 things I could say.
Go ahead.
But I'm going to take the classy route and say, Jacob, I wish you the best weekend of all. There we go.
I wish it to you too, Jason.
Bye, Jacob. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, my friend. I don't like to pick on people when they're down, and Britney has had a rough decade.
Or more.
But I'll just say this with Ringo Starr, Peace and Love. If there's a God in heaven, she'll read that book. Yeah! I'm just saying, all 280 pages. Yes, I want her to do that. I want to hear her. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Next in the dish. Yeah. Next in the dish. Sad news for my people. Disney says it's going to cut back on Star Wars and Marvel content. In a new interview, my pretend boyfriend, CEO Bob Iger, says as part of their cost containment initiative, the company will need to spend less. Earlier this year, Bob announced a plan to cut $5.5 billion from Mickey Mouse. Many films from Disney have struggled at the box office. Well, many films in general, but Disney has had a hard time since the pandemic. And the Mouse House has focused much of its effort on Disney Plus. I actually don't disagree with Bob on this one as a fan of Star Wars and Marvel. And this is kind of what he said. They were worried about quantity and not quality, and there are only so many creative people in the world, and there are only so many creatives under one roof. And if you take those creative people and you spread them thin, nobody's doing a great job. Everybody's just going to be doing a good job. So I think it's good for them to push back and only release really good stuff. We'll wait. Part of the fun is the anticipation. I don't mind waiting 5 or 6 years for a Star Wars movie if that Star Wars movie is kick-erse. You know what I mean? And the same thing with Marvel. I don't need 17 Marvel shows. One, it's hard to follow all of that. That's a lot to ask for an audience. So I actually think they're going to help themselves by cutting back.
You know why I'm laughing, right?
Why are you laughing?
Did you? Ted wrote something in the prompter that you skipped over, which was a really good idea. He typed Bob with 2 O's.
Oh,
and
yeah,
said, did it
yeah.
on purpose, and he said in my ear, I did that on purpose, but Jason just skipped over it,
Yeah.
and I've been trying not to cry laughing.
Producer
this whole
Ted,
time.
let me just tell you, no. Producer Ted, because again, I don't mind saying this. He gave up. He's given up. He doesn't.
You did a great job.
We asked him today. I said, Ted, producer Ted, you're quitting in 2 weeks. How checked out are you? 1 to 10. He says about an 8.5. So when you're checked out that much, instead of writing Bob Iger in the teleprompter, you write Boob Iger in the teleprompter.
And I'm a 10-year-old.
And questioning, wondering if this boob will say that. Yeah.
And I'm like a 4-year-old, so I'm like.
I was actually this close from saying it because I'm not happy. Because I'm not happy with my boyfriend. He needs to treat these writers and actors better. I love him, but I'll criticize him. He needs to do better.
Do better, Boo Biger.
Next in the dish. By the way, we have applications as you walk out if you want to apply to be a producer. Good benefits. Next in the dish, Tom Cruise is getting rave reviews for his new Mission Impossible movie, Dead Reckoning Part 1. I watched it. I went last night. I have a few thoughts, but before, here's a little bit of the trailer.
Listen to me. The world's coming after you.
His fate is written. Shall we write yours too?
If anything happens to them, there's no place that I won't go to kill you. That is written.
By the way, that was really Tommy Boy doing that stunt. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is in theaters right now. I liked it, capital L like it. I didn't love it as much as some of the other critics. I liked it. Oh my God, I liked it. I'm just saying, I think my expectations were really high, and I will also admit that I saw it, I was tired and very, very hungry. And probably not the best way to see a movie. I know, I was very hungry. I've been eating paper. But anyway, but other than that, I enjoyed it. Here's the deal, just like I said with Indiana Jones, it should be illegal to not see this movie in a theater. This movie begs you to see it in a theater. It is so big and so loud, and the stunts, this is one of the big positives, is the great practical effects. There are moments where Tom Cruise isn't on a green screen. Tommy is on a train risking his life at 60 years old. That is something to applaud. I mean, seriously, You may not like his personal antics, but he's a movie star. I mean, there's Julia and Meryl and Denzel. He's a movie star, and this movie proves it. The set pieces are fun. My only criticism is, and this is with any movie, 3 hours is a long time. And I looked at my watch at about the 2 hour and 8 minute mark. I looked down, I'm like, oh God, we have another 50 minutes, and I thought, and they're looking for something, and this is what I said to myself, because they call it the MacGuffin, when the movie looked for something, they're looking for something. At the 2 hour mark, I'm like, please find it quickly, because I want to go home and watch Sex and the City, I got things to do, but overall, it's really good, and you should see it in a theater, yeah. Are you gonna go see it?
We gotta go, but would
go
you
ahead.
say you would see that or Indiana Jones? Which one would you prefer?
Honestly, I liked Indiana Jones more. I did. But this is just as good. I just like Indy more. Time to meet our next JVIP of the week. Today it's Andrea Davis from St. Paul. She loves that the show is fun and light, and it helped her learn more about Minnesota and beyond since moving here from Texas. Janine is going to get a Jason Show mug. She's entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. Stephanie Hansen and more when we return back after this. What are you going to do with all that corn? Hey, everybody, coming up in just a little bit, our foodie queen, Stephanie Hansen, is back with great ideas for that summer corn. And a little later, we're playing a game with our studio audience in honor of Barbie. We're going to play Kindle or Kin Doll. That and more when we continue. Okay, all you can see. Okay, Stephanie, you're not on camera yet. Okay. Hold on just a second. Just come in here. Come there we go. Corn! Nothing says summer in the upper Midwest like some good corn! But our foodie queen can't just have it like the rest of us. No. She's always taking things up a notch or 14. Give it up for Stephanie Hansen, everyone. The YMCA.
C-O. How would we do the R? And then N?
We'll be right back, everybody.
You guys.
I'm so excited for this. I love corn. I love corn in the morn.
Corn in the morn.
Yeah.
Corn all the time.
Photographer Eric liked corn in the morn.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But people have a lot of summer corn left. So what do you do with it?
It's just starting left. Like, you're just starting to get corn is in the grocery store.
Okay.
But you're just starting to get corn at like your local farmers markets. You know, the further south you are, southern Minnesota, it's starting to come. We're getting a little bit up north. It is time to make corn salad. And think of corn salad as like a base. Because you can use corn salad and put salmon on it. You can put Cajun shrimp on it. You can serve it with ground beef in there. Like, you could really do a million things with corn. Now, I'm going to show you how I did this today. It's a grilled corn salad in perfect Stephanie fashion. I go out to the grill. I go to fire up the propane. There's none. I'm like, okay, how am I going to make grilled corn salad with no grill?
Everybody can relate to that. It's yeah.
So I go and I take my corn kernels and I lay them right on the top of my gas stove, right on the burner, and turn them up to high. So I got them a little blackened that way.
Oh, that's a nice little trick. Yeah.
So that's a little Hansen hack for you.
Yeah.
Could have planned better, but
it's, you know what, Steph? We're just grateful you're here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you grill up your corn.
Okay.
And all of the details of this recipe are on stephaniesdish.com. Someone sent me an email and they were like, I watched you and you said a teaspoon, but it looked like you only used a half a teaspoon. Like, girl, this is TV cooking. It goes fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So we're just going to get a little bit of cutting those. And, you know, you can cut a little close, cut a little not so close, whatever feels good to you.
I love corn so much.
Have
I really
you seen
do.
these recipes on TikTok where they have corn planks?
Yes. No.
I mean, ain't nobody got time for that. That takes a long time.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Plank. Yeah. Okay, so you got your corn ribs. That's what they call them. Corn ribs, corn planks.
Okay.
Okay, by the way, these are from my garden that I grew. They're so cute. Don't mean to sidetrack, but I keep looking at them.
Did you have a couple martinis before you got here?
Just really fired up.
I'm gonna have you go in the audience and see if they smell gin.
No, just really fired up for corn salad.
Okay.
Now, notice these. I just want to show you another Hansen hack.
Yeah.
These are scallions, green onions. Did you know that if you put them in a little water like a plant, they will continue to just grow?
No.
Yeah. You could like have one batch of green onions last you your whole life.
Really?
Yes, and you can put them in the refrigerator.
Well, that's a little dramatic, but yeah.
It is dramatic, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, cilantro.
Okay.
Now, let's say you don't like cilantro. You could use basil. You could use mint. This is a very forgiving salad.
I'm sorry, I'm eating. I told you I'm hungry.
I know. Are you on a diet or something?
Yeah, I haven't eaten since March, but that's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
I feel you, friend. Okay, little jalapeno. I like it kind of spicy. We're gonna make the little dressing right in here with a little bit of salt. Why does the salt never come out on TV? And then another Stephanie Hansen fail. I go to get the limes. Oops,
yeah.
They're already gone. Used them for something else. So we're using little cocktail limes. They still juice.
What the hell are those?
They're little cocktail limes. Or
Are
limes
those
for
real?
your Corona.
I've
Yes.
never seen them in my life.
Oh my gosh, we buy these all the time. They're perfect for a Corona. That's like
Oh!
that's your lime.
Oh, that's real. Oh, that's a great idea. Instead of trying to shove a lime down the bottle.
It's your lime beer.
Oh, okay. Continue.
So you just cut it into 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our lime juice in here. We're going to use, I think it was the full juice of 1 lime, but since I'm dealing with the minis, I got to improvise.
The staff is laughing that I keep eating, but I'm just.
Oh,
yeah.
no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are going to use a little bit of mayo. Now, why are we using mayo? You wouldn't have to, but this is kind of a Mexican corn salad. They make esquite, which is a corn salad in a cup. They have elote, where they put the mayonnaise right on the corn itself.
Oh.
So we're just going to give it a little Mexican
Little
flair.
mix. And is it a little binder too? Acts as a little binding a little bit? No? Okay.
You don't need binder. No binding necessary.
I tried.
You know, sometimes.
I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah, sometimes when you eat corn, maybe that's binding. I don't know.
Let's do this. We're gonna take a break before the FCC shuts us down. More with Stephanie when we return. Back in a moment. Welcome back. More with our buddy Stephanie Hansen. All of her recipes on her website, stephaniesdish.com, and obviously we'll post all of these and the full episodes of The Jason Show on our YouTube page. Okay. We're finishing up the corn salad.
During the break, I microplaned, my favorite tool, just a little garlic.
Yeah.
We've got our dressing all stirred up.
The mayo mix,
Yep.
yes. That
So
is
we're
not
gonna
a
just
binding
add that
component,
in.
yes. Okay.
And then we're gonna add a little bit of Mexican seasoning. It's called tahini. It's kind of
Love
limey,
tahini.
a little salty. You can put this on drinks, which is why I use it. But
yeah.
Also, we're gonna add a third of queso fresco cotija cheese. This is a little bit less salty than feta. You can find it in the Mexican food section in the refrigerated part. I don't know why it's separated there, but that's where it is. And then you just stir this all up, and you could put tomatoes in, cucumbers,
Ooh,
whatever
tomatoes would be
your
really
jam.
good.
If you have a lot of cherry tomatoes this time of year, sometimes people are overrun with tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
I actually have a spoon for you so you can stop starving.
Well, here we go. While I eat this, well, actually, I'm just gonna eat it now.
Yeah. Yum. Okay, last time I think I was here, it was one of the best things I've ever made. I think this could be right up there.
This is right
Top
up there.
5.
This is top 5. This is top 5.
I'm on a roll.
And I have really bad news for you. You are not taking that home. I'm eating that whole. Many of you send us questions for Stephanie, even when she's not on, so we collect them, and today she's answering a few of the best ones. It's time for another edition of Ask Stephanie, everybody. That's right. First is Sue in Minneapolis. Hi, Sue. Sue emailed to ask, hey, Stephanie, what's the correct way to season a new cast iron skillet and clean it? I've heard different things. I'm going to eat while you answer.
Yeah. So you're going to put vegetable oil all over the inside and the outside, and then you're going to put it in an oven at 500 degrees. And you're going to do that for about 20 minutes. Then you're going to take that super hot pan out of the oven and just set it down. Any residual oil, once it's cooled off, you're just going to wipe with a paper towel, and it's seasoned. Now, cleaning, you can wipe. You can use a little bit of soap if you need to. What you don't want to do is scrub with stainless steel, because you'll ruin the cast iron finish.
Yeah.
Just scrub with a paper towel, or if you need to, a little scrubby.
Next, Jen is next. She says, I love to grill steak, Stephanie. What are some veggies I can throw on the grill to serve with the steak?
Okay, well, we're getting into zucchini season. Hello, everyone's going to have zucchini. Just grill it. Finish it with a little lemon or a little lime, a little parsley, and you can hit it with a little cheese, a little feta, a little parm. You don't have to have cheese if you don't want to, but it gives it kind of that salty bite. Also, red peppers, very underrated. So you grill the red pepper, and then you put a little olive oil on there, a little capers, a little parsley, boom, side dish.
I don't mind the red peppers. It's the green peppers.
Of course, and green peppers and red peppers taste completely different.
Completely different. Green peppers infect everything they touch.
They do infect.
They are
They infect.
They are the herpes of the vegetable world.
And why are we putting those on pizza? Yeah, like you get the garbage or the supreme
You can't, no
pizza.
matter what you do, you can't get rid of them.
No.
You can't get rid of it. People don't get them on pizza because the flavor will be there even if you pick them off.
I completely concur.
Yep. Richard is
wasted.
next. He says, I need to bring a salad to a BBQ. Is there something I can make that doesn't need to be refrigerated and can sit out a while?
Okay, two things. One is you could do this whole salad without the mayo and just make like a vinaigrette. Add maybe cucumbers, tomatoes, so it's a little bit more vegetable forward. Second, those little creamer red potatoes that are small ones, you just boil those up. A little green beans that you cut into like an inch or two slice, boil those up and then shock them in water so they stop cooking and they retain that bright green. And then make a little vinaigrette with lemon juice, olive oil, a ton of herbs, scallions, and just throw that all together. That will sit an entire day outside on a boat, on a potluck table. There's
And
no
be
mayo
fine.
at all. Yeah, totally fine.
Finally, Betty has a question. Hi, Betty. Hey, Stephanie, what do you eat for breakfast?
Betty? Okay, I don't eat breakfast. I'm a faster. I'm a 16-hour intermittent faster. I eat dinner, and a lot of dinner, but I really only eat generally one time a day, a big meal. I'm a lady of a certain age, and as you get older, you gain, like they say, 10 pounds a decade. Have you heard that? I know, and I don't talk about it very much because like it's not fun to like be making all this food and then you don't eat a lot of it, but
it's real.
Yeah.
I love that's why people love you. Believe me. I joke, but
I'm down to one giant meal a day because dinner is my favorite, and I want to eat everything on my plate. I'm a clean plate club.
Yeah.
And I want to eat like all of it.
Do you even have do you have coffee?
I do have coffee.
Okay, good. You can
and
have.
sometimes like if I'm at the lake or I'm with family or friends, but I generally just eat once a day.
Yeah, I do about two. Give it up for Stephanie, everybody. For more information, go to stephaniesdish.com. I'm a man of a certain age. That's right. We're going to take a break. We're playing a game with our audience when we return. Back in a moment. This is so good stuff. Oh, my. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. I have corn in my teeth, but that's fine. Less than a week to go until the new Barbie movie opens, but we're suffering from early Barbie fever this morning. It's game time, Leo. Roll it. Here we go. This week, the Jason Show research team realized someone in the Barbie world has many of the same characteristics as someone in the Jason Show world. So today we're going to play a game. Kendall or Kendall. That's right. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give a factoid, a little fun fact, if you rather, about either the Ken doll, played by Ryan Gosling, or our own Kendall Mark. You both will answer the question. Playing today, Michelle and Claire. There we go. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
First up, Kendall or Kendall. This person once had a pet named Sammy.
Kendall.
Kendall.
I don't know.
Ryan Gosling. It is Kendall. Kendall, that's right. Next, this person got their ear pierced in 1993. Kendall or Kendall?
I'm confident with this answer.
You are very right. You are very right. It's Kendall, Ryan Gosling. Okay. Oh, here's the next one. This person is left-handed. Kendall or Kendall? You both said Kendall. No, it's Kendall. Kendall is left-handed.
I know, that's what
I know.
She's got her phone in her right hand.
Okay, here we go. Next, Kendall or Kendall. This person is a half-inch taller than their significant other. Kendall or Kendall? Okay, Claire says Ken. Michelle says Kendall. It is both.
Oh.
No, it's Kendall. It's Kendall. It is Kendall, though, but I mean, she is taller than Jordan. I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's very true. Okay, here we go. Next one. This person's middle name starts with an S. Is it Ken or Kendall? Both of you are saying Kendall? Yeah. No, it's Kendall. Sean. Ryan's middle name is Sean, right? Ryan Sean Gosling. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I thought you meant actual Ken.
Oh, yeah. no, yeah.
Does he have a middle name?
I think it's more about Ryan than anything.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay, here we go. We can just start the whole game over if you want to now that we know that. Yeah.
It's useful information.
Okay, here we go. Kendall or Kendall. This person was born on March 11th. Okay, Michelle says Kendall.
Kendall.
Claire says Kendall, and it is Kendall. That's right. March 11th is his birthday. Oh, yeah. Next one. This person once worked at a confectionery. Whatever the hell that is. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a candy store. Oh, yeah. Okay, both said Kindle, and it's Kindle. That's right, yeah.
Because she's so sweet. Yeah.
Michelle, say it again so the audience can hear you.
Because she's so sweet.
That's right. She's so sweet.
Do I win something?
I'm gonna.
Ken doesn't have jobs though.
Ken doesn't have jobs. No, he's just hot. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
He's just hot.
Kendall or Kendall. This person used to drive a Corvette. Yes, it's Ken. It's Ken. Yes, it's Kendall. Yes. Okay. Really? Okay. This person owned 5 different styles of Jeeps. Is it Kendall or Kendall?
Kendall.
It is Kendall.
Oh.
Kendall has owned 5 different. Okay. Last one.
All right.
Is it Kendall or Kendall? They met their spouse on the set of a TV commercial.
Kendall.
Kendall? No, Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
Kendall, yeah. Yeah, right there. Congratulations to both players, however. They're going home with some Fox swag. That's right. These are all valued at least $7,
Yes.
maybe. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. My executive producer is forcing me to issue a retraction. The host, not the contestants, were confused about the game you just watched.
Yes.
It wasn't about Ryan Gosling.
No.
It was really Ken Doll fun facts.
Yep.
So
Barbie and Ken, they have facts. Look them up.
This will be my last day here at the Jason Show. Time for the world's shortest segment, everyone. That's right. One of our favorites, our good friends, earns a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The legendary Sheila E. became the first female solo percussionist to get a star on the iconic street. That's right. She deserves it. Producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis spoke at her ceremony. Sheila had several big hits in the mid-'80s, including The Glamorous Life and A Love Bizarre. Sheila E. also collaborated with Prince many times and still works today. We love her. We've been lucky to have Sheila in our studio over the years. Congratulations, friend. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Kendall. Time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. We don't know what's in this segment until I read it right now. Today, a crazy moment caught on tape in Hawaii. A surfer in Oahu was using a GoPro camera while in the water when he had an up-close encounter with a giant shark. At first, he thought it was a whale, but then saw a big tail fin coming out of the water. It turned out to be a 20-foot tiger shark.
Whoa!
He remained calm and got away from the shark without getting hurt. That, my friends, is my worst nightmare right there, yeah. Monday, Monday, you're going to love it. Kendall's book club returns with new picks for July, and we're opening up the Jason Show mailbag. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Get tickets to our show at eventbrite.com. We'll see you on Friday, or Monday, everybody. Friday. Today's Friday.